Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to McAllister Fieldhouse and the 2024 commencement. Our ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. At this time, I ask our guests to take their seats and turn off all electronic devices. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the graduates, the faculty, and the platform party, and remain standing through the conclusion of the national anthem.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 55th commencement of the Citadel Graduate College. I am Sally Selden, Provost and Dean of the college. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to today's celebration of our extraordinary graduates. Together, they stand strong, sharing the common bonds of honor, duty, and respect, the core values of a Citadel graduate. Please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Aaron Meadows and remain standing for the national anthem.
Would you join me in a word of prayer? Heavenly Father, we gather this day to celebrate the accomplishments of the members of our Citadel Graduate College community in this culmination of their studies. May this ceremony reverberate with joy inside each of them and with the joy of those who have been a part of their journey. Allow the lessons they have learned in their courses to bless their lives and those they will serve in their vocations. Enable them to be proud ambassadors of the Citadel and the knowledge and experience they have gained here. May their efforts and their sacrifice as students here bear much fruit in transforming this world into what you created it to be. We pray all this to you because yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory now and forever. Amen.
Please be seated. Our college marshal, Dr. Joel Berlingeri, and cadet marshals will now exit. It is an honor for me to introduce the 20th President of the Citadel, General Glenn Walters, United States Marine Corps retired, Citadel Class of 1979. He returned to his alma mater in 2018 after serving as the 34th Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps, the second-ranking officer in the Marines. His final assignment in a distinguished 39-year military career. General Walters served as a naval aviator and test pilot, and in command and staff roles at every level. Please join me in welcoming General Walters.
You made it. Congratulations. Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, friends and relatives, and most important, our outstanding graduates, welcome to this commencement. I'm pleased to share this significant milestone with you. Since 1966, the Citadel Graduate College has been a vital part of this institution and critical to improving the futures in the Low Country and across America. We take pride in our graduate college and all of its alumni. Your class, joined from many backgrounds, represents 30 states and 8 countries. Your studies cover every discipline the Citadel offers, and your presence here today is a testament of your hard work. You came from all walks of life, many with full-time jobs or families to care for. Some of you are active duty military personnel, and many of you are veterans. You balanced these responsibilities and completed a challenging academic program. Well done. I'm confident your communities and our nation will benefit from your hard work. I'm so proud of you and hope you keep the Citadel close to your hearts in the years ahead. Congratulations. I now invite Dr. Seldom back to the podium.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the distinguished guest on the platform. I would ask each of them to stand briefly. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Colonel Greg Delaney, Class of '74, Chair of the Citadel Board of Visitors. Lieutenant General John W. Rosa, Jr., United States Air Force retired, Class of 1973, 19th President of the Citadel, President Emeritus. Colonel Allison Dean Love, the Citadel Graduate College, Class of '93, Board of Visitors. Colonel J.C. Dominic, United States Air Force retired, Class of 1971, Board of Visitors. Colonel Doug Schneider, Class of '82, Member Emeritus, Board of Visitors. Mr. Norm Poole, Class of '90, President of the Citadel Alumni Association. Dr. Kevin Bauer, Associate Provost and Dean of General Studies. Dr. Brian Madison Jones, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Darren Zimmerman, Dean of the Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Andrew Williams, Dean of the School of Engineering. Dr. Michael Weeks, Dean of the Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business. Dr. Brittany Kane, Interim Dean of the Zucker Family School of Education. And Aaron Meadows, Chaplain of the Citadel. Please join me in recognizing these distinguished guests for their leadership and commitment to the success of the Citadel and to the class of 2024. We are pleased to have 14 Citadel alumni here to present diplomas to their family members. Will these Citadel alumni please rise and let us give you a round of applause. Graduation Day places the spotlight on the primary mission of the Citadel, academic achievement. As a college, we understand that the greatest tool in any civilian endeavor or military engagement is one's mind. The faculty devoted their efforts to engage and challenge our students during their time here. Many people are involved in educating principal leaders, and I'd like to introduce several of them right now. First, the academic leadership team of the Citadel, the deans, academic department heads, chair, and officers of the Faculty Senate, please rise and be recognized. Also present are representatives of the more than 200 talented and dedicated Citadel faculty. Will all faculty please rise and be recognized? And finally, let us recognize the families of our candidates for graduation. Without their support, we know today would not have been possible. Will all family members please rise and be recognized? General Walters will now introduce our commencement speaker, who earlier today received an honorary doctorate of public service bestowed by the Citadel Board of Visitors.
Just for the record, I did not do that. South Carolina Representative Bruce W. Bannister, Chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, is a devoted public servant. Representative Bannister has represented Greenville County in the General Assembly since 2005 and has served as a House Majority Leader. As a legislator, he passed the Workforce and Senior Affordable Housing Act and the Children's Advocacy Medical Response System Act. In addition to receiving many awards and serving on multiple boards, he's a graduate of Leadership Greenville and a 2014 Liberty Fellow. Please join me in giving a warm Citadel welcome to our 2024 commencement speaker, Representative Bruce Bannister.
Thank you. Hate to put my glasses on. I need to set some ground rules before I begin. With the recent rash of plagiarism, allegations, ChatGPT controversies, the political gotcha environment that I find myself, I need to start out by confirming that nothing I say today will be original to me. Every word I use, somebody else has used before. Every sentence, every story, all the jokes. None of that is original. Look it up on the web. You can find somebody else who said it. Graduates, that's called a disclaimer. When Chairman Delaney asked me to give the commencement speech, I just needed a little instruction. I was honored. I thought that would be something that I would remember, my wife, my dad would remember for the rest of my life anyway. And I said, what topic? I want to make sure I do this really well. He said, Bannister, anything you want, any topic, your choice. He said, just make sure that it's interesting or short. And then he paused and he said, on second thought, make sure it's short and interesting. I'm gonna do the best I can. Honestly, I had a lot of great ideas. I'm a divorce lawyer, so I represent folks who ruin their lives and the lives of their loved ones, and I represent them as they get out of bad relationships. And there's a host of wonderful stories I could tell about people you've read about in the newspaper. Unfortunately, attorney-client privilege doesn't let me do that, so that's off the table. You heard I have 4 children. I am incredibly proud of them. They have all really exceeded my expectations. They are wonderful kids. So I thought, that's what I'll do. I'll share some brilliant parenting insight. So I went and I sat down and started making notes, and I realized I had no material. My wife would have to write this speech for me. So the parenting stuff is out. I am chairman of Ways and Means. It's an honor to serve in the General Assembly in that capacity. So I really thought about sharing with you how the state government prioritizes limited resources with large needs and how we go through that process. And then I read in the Post and Courier that they had figured out that South Carolina found $1.8 billion in the Treasury we didn't know we had. And we still don't know where it came from. And I thought maybe bragging about what a good job I'm doing at Ways and Means Chair is not really what y'all want to hear about today. So that brought me to what would be interesting to you guys. So I spent the last couple of months researching each and every one of your majors and what I thought after reading would be the critical things that you would need to know. And I boiled that down to 25 things that I think everybody in this class needs to know. So I think I'll talk about 3 of those. Don't take yourself too seriously. Sometimes the best laid plans go awry. Find humor in the situations that you find yourself. Own your errors. Everybody makes mistakes. No matter how serious the task is, it's okay to enjoy it, to have fun, laugh when laughing is appropriate. Chairman Delaney may right now be hoping to laugh someday about asking me to give a commencement speech at the Citadel. He's not laughing yet. Teach. Thank you to the graduates who have earned degrees in education and want to be teachers. The challenges you face today have no parallel in history. Your students have smartwatches that connect them to information, more information than is in the Library of Congress. That's not all. They have AI. I don't even know how that works, but apparently it can do your homework, it can write your papers, and it can solve your math problems. The smartphones and the watches and the best AI cannot teach people how to think, and that is the teacher's job, because honestly, we cannot have students that know everything but understand nothing. Teaching also, there's another aspect that I think would apply to every member in this audience, the graduates especially. It's best described by an old cliche, as the twig is bent, so grows the tree. I don't mean to suggest that anyone here will be the only bender of the twig, but do not lose sight of the opportunities you will have to bend the twig when the opportunity presents itself. Please instill concern for others and society as a whole any chance you get. Share the things you've learned at the Citadel, honor, duty, respect. Make those part of your life. Work hard. You obviously have worked hard to get here. Whatever job you choose to do, be the best, hardest working person you can be. Thomas Edison, I know y'all invented the light bulb. You can look that up. He tried more than 1,000 different filaments trying to discover one that would work in the light bulb idea that he had, to run electricity through a filament to create light without it burning up. One of his friends during this process came to him and said, "Thomas, you're wasting your time. You haven't done anything. Look at how many failed tests you have, over 1,000. Thomas Edison said, "You don't understand. That is not a failure. I now know 1,000 filaments that will not work." The point is, you must work hard to get it right. That's never going to be easy, but keep working until you find the right answer. It reminds me of a story. A wise old lawyer once told a group of young lawyers who had just come to his office. They said, "Hey, you've tried a lot of cases, a lot of contested cases. What causes you the most trouble in a trial? Like, what are the things that ruin it the most, that cause you to lose?" He said, "Well, sometimes it's the stuff that I don't know that causes me trouble. But more often than not, it's the things that I think I know that are wrong that do the most damage." Ladies and gentlemen, be aware of the things that you think you know, because those are the most dangerous pieces. I want to say now, congratulations. Citadel graduates have shaped every aspect of our great state, and I know you will make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Bannister. Your words were not only engaging, but they are very sage. They provide outstanding wisdom and guidance for our class of 2024. We will now award degrees to the graduate and undergraduate students who have successfully completed the requirements for their academic programs in the Citadel Graduate College and the Citadel Transfer programs. Each dean will come forward and ask candidates from their programs to please stand. Graduates, when your degree program is called, please rise until all the programs within your school have been called by your dean. Colonel Delaney will then ask all graduates to stand and confer all degrees at the end. Then graduates will come forward to the platform and receive their diploma from General Walters. At this time, I invite Dr. Brian Madison Jones, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree Specialist in Education in School Psychology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Clinical Counseling Psychology please stand? Will the candidate for the degree Master of Arts in English please stand? Will the candidate for the degree Master of Arts in History please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Intelligence and Security Studies please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in International Politics and Military Affairs please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Military History please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Psychology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Social Science please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Intelligence and Security Studies please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science please stand? We are indeed so proud of each and every one of you. We appreciate you choosing the Citadel. Please be seated. I invite Dr. Darren Zimmerman, Dean of the Swain Family School of Science and Mathematics, to the podium.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Biology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Sport Management please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Computer and Information Sciences please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Health, Exercise, and Sports Science please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Tactical Strength and Conditioning please stand? We are very proud of you. Thank you for choosing the Citadel. You may now be seated. I now invite Colonel Andrew Williams, Dean of the School of Engineering, to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Project Management please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. We are very proud of your achievements. You may be seated. At this time, I invite Colonel Michael Weeks, Dean of the Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business, to the podium.
Good afternoon. You'll be happy to know we only have 2 degrees in the School of Business, but we're going to get bang for our buck here. So, will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please stand? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please stand? Congratulations on your achievement. Well done. We know you will do the Citadel proud. Now, it's my pleasure to invite Colonel Brittany Kane, Interim Dean of the Zucker Family School of Education, to the podium.
All right. Will the candidates for the degree Specialist in Educational Leadership please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Educational Leadership please stand? Yay! All right. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Counselor Education please stand? All right. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Interdisciplinary STEM Education please stand? All right. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Literacy Education please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education in Higher Education Leadership please stand? All right. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Instructional Systems Design and Performance Improvement please stand? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education please stand? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. We are so proud of your accomplishments. You may be seated. I would now like to invite Dr. Kevin Bauer, Associate Provost and Dean of General Studies, to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree Masters of Science in Leadership please rise? Thank you for choosing the Citadel. The Department of Leadership Studies and I are very proud of you. Thank you. You may be seated. Dr. Seldman, we turn the program back to you.
Thank you, sir. Colonel Delaney, I am pleased to present these candidates who have been certified by the faculty for successfully completing the requirements of each of their respective graduate and undergraduate degrees. Colonel Delaney.
Graduates, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the General Assembly of South Carolina, as Chair of the Board of Visitors, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have qualified, with all duties, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. We will now present diplomas to our newest graduates. General Walters will be assisted by Dr. Kevin Bauer and Mrs. Rhonda Schultz. Those receiving master's and specialist degrees will be called first. They will be followed in turn by the recipients of the bachelor's degrees. I'd like to point out that those master's degree students who've maintained a 4.0 GPA in all of their coursework are designated as graduating with distinction. And they are listed so in the program. Yes, well done. Undergraduate students are recognized with Latin honors in the program. Graduating veterans are denoted by the red, white, and blue cords they wear. Graduates becoming lifetime members in the Citadel Alumni Association will be announced as they cross the stage. This membership is vital to the future of our college. One measure of a college is the success of its graduates. Thank you for reaching back to support the Citadel through your Alumni Association membership on the very day you graduate. The graduates will now come forward to receive their diplomas as their name is called.
Gadir Abowen. Joseph Randolph Addison. Ryan Matthew Adkins. Raymond Joseph Aiello. Jackson Anthony All. Sarah Ann Badtock Altine. Stephen Wayne Amanzio, veteran, United States Army. Nicoletta Marie Anucci. Deidra Lucille Appleby, with distinction. Ega Jean-Denise Arslanedge, with distinction. Mihaila Iona Babuta. Nathan James Bailey. William Allen Barnett. Joseph Matthew Barnett. Jamie Scott Bell II. Caitlin Savage Bellotti. Taylor Marie Bensinger. Brady Grayson Biller. Courtney Rose Birch, with distinction. Raekwon Marquise Blunt. Keisha Annette Bogle Sowell.
Laura Elizabeth Boisclair. Jonathan Allen Boswell.
Timothy Scott Bott Jr., with distinction. Carter Anthony Brand, who will be presented his diploma by his father. Madeline Charles Brawley. Grayson Ray Brewer. Jonathan Richard Brown, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Paige Larissa Brown. Jana Weir Bruton, with distinction. Charlotte Jessica Burlows, with distinction. Dennis Christopher Burns. Nathaniel Wilson Cabell III. Courtney Jillian Calicut. Alejandro Alberto Canales. Christina Gabrielle Klein. Savannah Leanne Cleveland, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Dylan Wesley Klein. Darian Maia Cole. David Elbert Cole, veteran, United States Navy, with distinction. Bernard Orlando Collins, veteran, United States Army. Catherine Long Colston, with distinction. Mackenzie Marie Conklin. Amanda Kilbane Cook. Katie Lauren Cook. Michael Joseph Corey, with distinction. James Calvin Cowart, with distinction. John Grant Cox. Emma Marie Cunningham, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Laura Margaret Curran. Noor Smera Dagastanla. Matthew Knowles Dogama. Joshua Keith Davidson, veteran, United States Marine Corps, with distinction. Bernitha Kathleen Davis. Rebecca Suzanne Dees. Daniela Valentina Del Pino. Isabella Jane Diaz, with distinction. Heather Spencer Dixon. Kiana Kim Dozier. Chandra Renee Drayton. Seth Thomas Duras. Grace Eileen Duncan, with distinction. Michael Allen Dunkerley. Amin Adel Elgazar, veteran, United States Army. Jared Eschbaugh. Brittany Celeste Farbo, with distinction. Marquise Gascoigne Farrend. Catherine Grace Felkel. James Anthony Faluca. Parker Riley Free, with distinction. Catherine Reese Fryman, with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Amber Henri Gadsden, with distinction. Meriwether Rollins Galloway, with distinction. Julie Carmichael Garrett. Nicholas Connor Gelman. Solomon Kumar Ghosh. Allison Nicole Gibbons. Mary Pearl Gibbs. Donald M. Gibson, with distinction. Quentin Rashad Glover, veteran, United States Air Force. Gail Catherine Lee Goldstein. Carla Karen Gossell Rowe, veteran, United States Navy. Caitlin Nicole Grant. Elizabeth Rose Greck, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Shawnetta Michelle Green. Michael Barrett Greismer. Ashley Roger Grimble. Brittany Claire Guthrie. Braden A. Hall, with distinction. Brittany Lee Hammond. David James Hardcastle. Sarah Ann Harvey, with distinction. Rebecca Ann Hayden. Blythe Leslie Haymeyer, with distinction. James Thomas Hentig, Jr., veteran, United States Army. Idalia Azucena Hernandez Smith, veteran, U.S. Army. Joseph Michael Hickey, with distinction, CAA Life member, who will be presented his diploma by his daughter. Genesis K. Cheryl Hicks.
Donovan Winston Hill.
Grace Evelyn Hogan. Andrew Michael Honey. Janice Tara Marie Hunter. Taylor Renee Hutchcraft. Micaiah Rochelle Jackson, with distinction. Ronnie Henry Jacobs, Jr. April Rose Harrigy. Joshua David John, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Katrina Gaynell Johnson, veteran, United States Air Force. Morgan Paige Johnston, with distinction. Nicholas Stephen Jones, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Ryan Daniel Jones, with distinction. Brian Joseph Carl, veteran, United States Air Force. Alyssa Ann Kasperzik. Megan Sue Yen Key. Samantha Nicole Kelly, with distinction. Seji Udine Khan. Roman Alexander Kayat, with distinction. Adam James Kirkwood. Brian Arnold Klein. Waldemar White Cornarins, with distinction. Julia Nikolaevna Korneva, with distinction. Nicholas Patrick Crafter. Laura Michelle Kuhlman. Brooke Ann Lawrence. Zanaya Mahogany Lawrence, with distinction.
Jamel Demetrius Lawton.
Calvin Jordan Leneve. Taylor Reichard Leapart. Robert Paul Ledford, Jr., with distinction. Alexander Levitov, veteran, United States Navy. Juan Carlos Ludery, veteran, United States Navy. Shannon Perkins Loughran. Jonathan Todd Love, veteran, United States Army. Rosa Victoria Luna, with distinction. Ryan Lee Leiden, with distinction. Caleb Riley Martin, with distinction, veteran, United States Marine Corps. William Lane Martin. Haley Nicole Martinez, veteran, United States Army. William Robert Matthew, veteran, United States Army. Brycey Sterling McIntyre. Cheryl Lynn McGee. Jordan Nicole McIntyre, with distinction. Anna Marie McLaughlin. Kayla Lexis McLaurin, with distinction. David Chester McLawhorn IV, with distinction. Arissa Marie McNeil. Gerald Dwayne Metz. Caleb Michael Douglas Melton. Manuel Christopher Mullery. Alexandra Maria Miller. Daniel Philip Miller, veteran, United States Air Force. Lakivia Shanice Mills. Austin Blake Mims, veteran, United States Navy. Dominique Yvonne Mins. Christopher William Mitchell, with distinction, who will be presented his diploma by his mentor. Osby Mosley Jr., veteran, United States Marine Corps. Kelly Diane Murphy. Eric Farimo Morel. Karthik Pradeep Nair. Deborah Lynn Nelson. Deborah Nelson. Kar Mahumi Noda, with distinction. Dana DeCrane Norton, with distinction. Danielle Marie Olivetti, with distinction. Tony Davis Olson. Zachary Keith Ord. Andreas H. J. Osvath, veteran, United States Air Force. Matthew Benjamin Oswald. Richard Edward Owings, Jr., with distinction, veteran, United States Air Force. Angela Bryant Page. Allison Strickland Papadopoulos, with distinction. Bailey Landon Peterson, with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her husband. Joseph William Piontek. Christian Antonio Polanco. Jacob Michael Powers. Tara Lynn Posadas, with distinction. Fred Thomas Quick, Jr.
Sarah Elizabeth Quinn, with distinction. Catherine Sloan Rabuski, with distinction.
Antonio Carlos Ragos. Emily Reese. Christopher Gilbert Reyes, with distinction, veteran, United States Navy. Michael Ray Ritchie. Jameson Warren Roan. Logan McKinley Robertson. Alacia Samira Rogers, with distinction. Tripper Jordan Rogers. Haley Lynn Rondo. Michael Rossi, with distinction. Linda Caroline Russell, with distinction, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Kelsey Santiago. Kennedy Wilson Schultz. Connor Michael C. Jamie Lee Siebold. John Patrick Short. Gabriel Andre Simeon. Angel Frost Simmons. Latasha German Singleton. Devin Michael Smalls, with distinction. Daryl Brian Smith, veteran, United States Army. Jennifer Christine Smith. Ramonte Charles Smith. William J. Smith. Jesse Paul Soares, veteran, United States Army. Haley Nicole Sabota. Cameron Wade Spencer, veteran, United States Army. William Jeremy Spires, CAA Life member. Michaela Janae Stanley. April Kelly Steele. Trey Joey Stevens. Kendrick James Stoddard, Jr. Haley Amelia Stewart, with distinction. Mark Andrew Schlehecka, with distinction, veteran, United States Navy. Nicole Thompson. Willow Jane Thornton. Graylin Nell Trammell, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Aaron Mitchell Took. Marin Ailish Vander Schaff. Ilya John Vogel, with distinction. Craig Branford Walker II. Trayvon Antonio DeMond Wallace. Carson Noah Walter. Amy Morgan Walters, with distinction. Paul Damon Washington, veteran, United States Army. Ridgeland Chase Welch. Anna Catherine White. Garrett Matthew Wild. Scott Michael Wildermuth, CAA Life member. Jessica Nicole Wilkinson, with distinction. Laith Dean Williams. Rebecca Christine Williams, CAA Life member. Savannah Ellie Williams. Hayden O'Quinn Williamson. Kennedy Lee Williamson. Taylor Brianne Albers Wyndham. John Reese Woods, who will be presented his diploma by his mother. Leilani Alicia Warwell. Sylvia Wright. Megan Grace Yale, with distinction. Abigail Lynn Zwetzig.
Jordan Davis Aiken.
Jose Carlos Arroyo Mora, cum laude. Tyler Britton Bays. Elisha Stephen Baldwin, veteran, United States Navy. Itzel Bartels, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Travis Dwayne Boyles, cum laude. Langley Theron Brim, summa cum laude, Army commissionee, veteran, United States Navy, CAA Life member. Charles Bradley Bunton, magna cum laude. Shiloh Dwayne Burbage, summa cum laude. Zachary Alexander Coldwell. David Coldwell Calhoun. Drayton Colin Callahan. Madeline Rhodes Chamness, who will be presented her diploma by her father. Ezekiel John Curry, magna cum laude. Evelyn Diaz Garcia. Madeline Dos Santos.
Sarah Ada Duan.
Mitchell Dunbar Downs, cum laude. Dallin Michael Edwards. Krista Nicole Farley. Jarrell Kyle Frazier. Nina Ruth Doris Gamp, magna cum laude. Brandon Charles Gilo. Carla De Pina Gonsalves, magna cum laude. Kevin Lamont Green Jr., cum laude. Cynthia M. Greenlow. Patrick Jerome Hand. Drake David Head, summa cum laude. Barbara Ann Hill, veteran, U.S. Navy. Riley Cole Huckabee. Anthony Elton Hunt, magna cum laude. Latrell Eaton Jenkins. Christopher Adam Jones, magna cum laude. Emma Louise Kratzer. Garrett Schuyler Larson, magna cum laude. Pamela Shiron Lee, magna cum laude, veteran, U.S. Marine Corps. Eric Batten Lipscomb, summa cum laude. James Colin Livingston, cum laude. Bethany Manso, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Sarah Catherine McAllister, cum laude, CAA Life member, who will be presented her diploma by her mother. Jason William McFarland. Christopher Joseph McGinnis, summa cum laude, veteran, United States Navy. Chloe Sullivan McKellar, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Miller, magna cum laude, veteran, United States Air Force. Thomas Graham Morrison III, summa cum laude. Houston Ori Moats Jr., summa cum laude, veteran, United States Navy. Joseph Tong Nguyen. Delane Elizabeth Nichols, summa cum laude. Ariana Christiane Paez. Matthew David Paris, summa cum laude. Henry Christian Rhodes. Nicholas Alexander Robichaux, cum laude. Catherine Maribel Rodriguez, cum laude, veteran, United States Army. Jennifer Lynn Ruth.
Karim Mohammed Salem, magna cum laude.
Chad Allen Sanders, veteran, United States Marine Corps. Ray Thomas Seegers III. Maria Caroline Gideon Simons. Brandon Walker Smith, summa cum laude, veteran, United States Navy. Andrew Hay Canant Streetman, magna cum laude. Omar Taktu, cum laude, veteran, United States Navy. Justin Wayne Urick, summa cum laude, veteran, United States Army. Wilhelmina Faye Washington, veteran, United States Army. Jacob Spike Wernick, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Stewart West, summa cum laude, CAA Life member. Brighton Alexander Wood, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Page Woods, summa cum laude. Andrew Scott Young, summa cum laude. Anne Marie Zur, magna cum laude, who will be presented her diploma by her son.
I wonder if her son gave her any help. Probably not. That was great. College alumni are a significant part of our institution and are wonderful advocates for our school, the Citadel. I'm therefore honored to introduce Mr. Norm Poole, Citadel Class of 1990 and President of the Citadel Alumni Association, to welcome you to our ranks.
Good afternoon. I'm going to start with a first line of a quote by Michael Hopf. Hard times create strong people. While you marinate on that for a minute, I'm going to share a quick story of what bonds me with you guys. I know you spent years studying nights and weekends, juggling family, juggling jobs, and all your other responsibilities. I did the same thing from 2004 to 2006. We've shared hard times. Many people don't understand what you've sacrificed while balancing family, not to mention COVID. Hard times bond us. You have accomplished what many consider, few undertake, and even fewer accomplish. Hard times create strong people. Citadel alumni take different paths toward a Citadel degree as cadets, veteran and active duty students, evening undergraduate students, and Citadel graduate school students. Why did you choose the path less traveled? Why did you take on additional responsibilities? Each of you experienced different challenges, but through your personal drive, commitment, and perseverance, you have succeeded. As a graduate, your connection to the Citadel is your classmates, your faculty, the local Citadel alumni clubs that are out in different geographic regions, and the Citadel Alumni Association. In closing, I'm going to circle back to the quote I began with and give you the rest of the story. Hard times create strong people. Strong people create good times. Good times create weak people, and weak people create hard times. There's nothing weak about the Citadel. The Citadel helped make you strong. Congratulations on your accomplishment. I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. Welcome to the ranks of Citadel alumni. Good luck and Godspeed.
This is a great day in the lives of our graduates and their families. This is also a great day for the Citadel, as you are now a part of each other's history. I thank the faculty and the staff of the Citadel for your contributions to achieving the milestones of our graduates. Most of all, I again thank the families and friends of our graduates. Your support has been critical to their success. It's now my honor and pleasure to request that you move your tassels from the right to the left. Well done. I guess I don't have to say, give them a round of applause. I'll turn it over to Dr. Selden.
Please rise to the Citadel alma mater. Class of 2024, congratulations, well done. One more round of applause. We thank everyone for being here today. Your Citadel family wishes you the very best. Safe travels to you all. Godspeed.